Testando. Testando. Eu acho que vou acabar voltando no acampamento.
Never saw so much third-born blood under them.
E vamos fazer o teste com esse compêndio. Realmente vai precisar de magia de cura. Só que uma é ataque ofensivo, a outra defensivo. Acho que dá pra andar com 2 magos. Daí é o arco. Peguei. Tá vivo ainda?
Let's see what you got. Perk up. Watch your back.
Voltando ao assentamento. Tem pouca poção de cura, não dá pra andar com 2. Com 2 ofensivos, não. Tem que ser um ofensivo e um defensivo. Ou troco de companion quando chegar no objetivo.
I've been researching the Hollowborn crisis.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Six years ago. Feels longer now. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? And home just wasn't the same. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. I guess it felt like one, too. Hardtack and Merc brew after a long day's patrol tasted better than any feast. Being back, it felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. True. But I can't help but feel that the Thirdborn I knew 6 years ago would have faced it better. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temeriti's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving? And right now, they're drifting. Yeah. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Steelgrowth's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense. And something that helps his comrades identify his remains, if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rautian naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive. And another debt I owe him. Night,
Pronto.
envoy.
Vai ter o anão, vai ter a elfa não, sei lá o que.
Kai, darling. For the camp of an official Adir and envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course. I always ask nicely. But as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do, and I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. I've yet to be burned in a single flame trap, and I don't intend to start anytime soon. Fair guess, though. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. That was my assumption as well. Barrett's balls. It's nice to know I won't have to dumb things down with you. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Unfortunately, my delightful personality only carries me so far. But they were scholars themselves and appreciated my initiative. They just wanted to supervise me from then on. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Usually I enjoy a bit of pain, but this was a bit too much. I wouldn't recommend it. As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
Pronto.
So, come to Shatterscarp often?
Ainda tem mais conversa
Are
com
you
ela.
flirting with me, Marius?
No.
Oh, Envoy, might I steal a moment of your time? Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? I can't believe yours gone. A city of scientists, attacked for no reason. I'm going to personally find every Steel Garrote asshole and turn them to ash. I can't believe we were able to get as many out of town as we were. It's hard to think of it like that when everyone's homes and laboratories are gone, but we were. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't. Long enough that I trust her to do her best by everyone. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young-at-heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerity. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel. A girl's gotta eat sometime. Who says I did? I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling. Oh, part of it is my sparkling personality, of course, but a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again. It's so much easier to do when you're younger. Now, I enjoy eating and watching Quilici cook far too much. But our kitchen is gone now, so I'll have to wait far too long to properly see that side again. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach. Quilici and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked. Oh, it's not a fairy tale, darling. We've been happy for the most part. Any rough patches got smoothed over well enough. I only thought about killing him once or twice. He's probably thought the same a bit more. I still can't quite believe that everything we've built is gone. A generation of work scattered to the wind. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out. Me? Well, I suppose that's an option. I'd need help, of course, but I'd at least ask for it. Huh. I'll think on it. Maybe it'd be a nice retirement plan for Qualici and me.
Governor Yatsley. I like the sound of that.
Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little less frazzled. I've got a lot to think on. Talk to you soon? Try not to have too much fun without me. How can I help, darling?
Tá bom.
Sweet dreams, Envoy.
O anão também? Todo mundo
Ever heard of
no
Empress
conversa?
I think so. It's a flap.
Listening to Yatsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else. I don't know. She's all right, okay? But how would she know how to get to the garden? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then. Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. Ask away. Right, changing the subject. Until next time.
If you were in the Navy,
Tem
does
mais
that
pra
mean
falar
you
ainda?
sang on
E não
ships?
falou.
Always. Helps pass the time.
I suppose. At least I know how to deal with those sorts of things. Rope, lantern, extra water skins. Yatsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders. How come the answers are never in a little oasis with shade and drink service? I just want to make sure we've covered all the
Eu vou
options
falar com a outra
before
maga,
we dive
depois
headfirst into
terminamos isso
another
daqui.
deadly ruin.
Vou avançar.
I'm sure we'll be fine. I just hope this is all worth it. Anyway. Let's make sure they're not listening. We already talked about Kai. Did you want to know about Giada or Yatsley? Right. Yes, I do. Real strong Blessed Day opinions. I don't trust her any further than I could throw her, which honestly isn't that far. She actually goes down into these ruins on purpose, just to see what's down there, I guess? And now she's trying to lead us to the garden. Might as well be searching for WoW's wacky wagon of mysteries. Nah, I'm sure she knows what she's doing, but what if she doesn't? If I must.
How knowledgeable are you about boat maintenance?
I know enough to patch a hull or mend a sail. Why do you ask?
Well,
The dream scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands. How can anyone expect us to do both? As if the dream scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adherents are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness. Let's hope it never comes to that. But when it does, I'll be at your side. It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three. really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am. Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatsli. In many ways, Quilici has been like a second father to me. But Yatsli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. Oh, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins? When it comes to her, there's never any good news. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. Not before I've done some reading.
Yatsli, I have a question.
Oh no,
Los haters
what's
gaan ze
wrong?
daqui.
Do you think those Adirans were onto something? Do you think they can really cure the Dream Scourge? You may be right. I just hope we made the right decision. You took the words right out of my mouth, Envoy. Now that the researchers can research, think of what we'll learn. A cure might sound far-fetched, but what if they find treatments for the Dream Scourge? And even other ailments? Oh, I can't wait to see how far they've come when we see them again. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? Well, I suppose you've earned that much. And I do enjoy rewarding tenacity. Though between your dreams and mine, it's a wonder anyone gets any sleep around here. You remember that I nearly burned my family home down when I was young? How do you think I got this scar on my shoulder? I could have sworn I told you this before.
That old chestnut gets more interesting every time she tells it.
No matter. To make a short story shorter, I decided to teach myself magic as a child and started with fire magic. I maimed my arm and nearly turned my home into ash. I wish that was the last time my home burned before my eyes, but your countrymen made a mess of that. Anyway, my parents were able to stop me before the home was completely lost. Small comfort to my parents, of course. Well, shortly after all that fuss, the dream began. It started at first with a fire, just flames crackling, and a feeling of safety. I thought it was a little weird, but nice. But then the dream kept coming back, night after night. I learned more every time. I saw that it was a fire in a hearth, and that hearth was in an old library. I assumed it was a library, at least, to explain why there were so many tablets lining the walls. A woman after my own heart. In the library, there's just one person, but they're wearing a hood, so I never see their face. They do the same thing every night. They curl up in a chair by the fire, hold a tablet to their chest, and then the fear comes. The paralyzing, all-encompassing fear of something. Oh, yes. Nothing strikes fear in the heart of Kith like principles and procedures of animal husbandry. A low, deep banging starts, and it rattles through your bones and shakes you to your core. And it replaces the beat of your heart with this droning on and on and on until you forget every other sound you've ever heard.
A beat. Steel feet on the shore. They come by night.
And then, as it just gets louder and louder, and right before it gets there, I wake up.
You've been listening to too many of Giada's ghost stories.
And let me tell you, waking up in a cold sweat does nothing for my fur. How sibilant. No. Just that it's all-encompassing. It's strange. I've not told many of the details of my dream. I suppose I must like you quite a bit, Envoy. Don't let it inflate your ego too much. You know, Envoy, we've traveled enough that I think I've gotten a handle on your style. Style of fighting, I mean. Your fashion sense is more opaque. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for it. What do you say? If such a thing is even possible. For me, at least.
Pronto.
What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can help with your stamina, dear. Well, I've taught you all I can. Let's hope you put it to good use.
Veio do Spawn do Intelecto.
How did you and Quilici meet? For some reason, he won't tell me the story. Was it scandalous? Did you seduce him away from a noble heiress, and now you're both in hiding?
No, it's a tale as old as time, my dear.
Vamos levar as magas. Ah, esqueci de confirmar. Apertei, botei errado. Dá uma capa.
Seeds of change, their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe. A name given to the land, not asked for. You see why the parasites are loathed? The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the bird song. The Song of King, you understand. Yes, we remember when there was nothing. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Efforts paid in blood, they lie to the earth, to themselves, Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot. The dead bear nourishes the pack. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
Pronto. Salvar que foi quase meia hora de conversa.
Let's finish this.
Arma errado.
Some better gear.
Vocês vão atacar ou não?
Couldn't have done it better.
Vamos ver quem mais que tá aqui. Tem mais de um.
On your left, dear.
Messi Berno.
Enjoy the pain, dears.
Behind me.
Carregar meu sangue. Larga. Nenhum baú pra pegar não tem aqui.
A fellow traveler.
É esse?
nothing to peddle here. Sorry, got to be on my way. Former merchant, even I know my limits. Thirdborn has the dream scourge. Ugh, terrible. I'm leaving, and you should too. I tried to tell them my vapors would protect their minds from the change. They wouldn't listen.
Does your soul reside in your nose? No? Then you have your answer. This so-called merchant is a fraud.
Nonsense. My grandfather sailed the high seas for 30 years, and he saw ancient remedies that far surpass our modern ones. But it's no use. Thirdborn's past saving. Now, if you don't mind, I should really be going. The better question is why you're not running from a soul plague. And I'm far too pressed for time to ask it. Fair winds, traveler. Ingrates.
É suspeito.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Foi. Tem gente viva ainda?
Not bad for a scholar. Come on,
Tá confundi. Ela que tá do outro lado. Por isso que eu não tava vendo umas redes de sangue. Tava ficando do lado que não tinha nada a ver. Será que é aqui entrar? Salva.
Hey, you there.
Eu acho que não, tem um
Got some
comerciante.
interesting wares if you've got coin. Good. Looks like you're still in one piece. What can Ihaka get for you? I've built up quite a collection over the years. I've got an eye for quality and a knack for finding it. They are. I'm sure their owners were sorry to be relieved of them. But that's the way it is in this desert. Their loss is your gain. Hmm? Everyone in the living lands is running from something. You wouldn't be here if you weren't.
Ah, tem uns par de item bom. cansado de começar a atacar fogo.
Don't you die on me. Nicely done. You're bleeding.
Vai, se mexe.
Come on. Come all.
Right as rain.
Estava morto ou estava perdido com ele? Pronto, poção. O caminho para subir deve ser pra lá. Deve ter alguma missão aqui em volta. Fantasma caiu. Tá vivo ainda? É esqueleto com joelho.
Gather round.
Tem uma fortaleza aqui.
I should invest in a tower.
Vamos tentar examinar. Um lugar, um ponto de viagem rápida ativado.
We should lend a hand.
Envoy, thank the gods you came through.
Oh, I'm no healer, but that looks painful.
Some sneaky bastard put a dart trap in front of that door. Have you got any healing skills? A potion? Ah, I'm begging you.
Tem uma maga comigo.
Gods. Oh, that's a relief. Now I can get back to Eagle's Reach. Damn Thirdborn. Damn everything. I don't know. I knew the area
Quer
was
dizer, eu tô com
dangerous.
duas magas.
I thought I was careful, but I just didn't see it. One moment fine, then this.
It's a wonder that an Adairan scout is all the way out here.
Captain Weemgar wanted us to see what kind of shape the tower was in. Thought we could use it. The trap's got the others, though. So much for that idea. Whoever did it is probably out there planning their next move. You've got to finish this. Root them out. Captain Weemgar thinks it's a better outpost than Eagle's Reach. Tall walls, narrow passages. Hard for dream thralls to preach, you know? Anyway, thanks for your help. I'd better get to Eagle's Reach.
Pronto. E a armadilha tá trancada. Vou dar uma examinada aqui. Tem uma casa.
I'll fix this.
Calma aí. Conseguiu subir?
Step lightly. You can't be too pushy. If you must open that, just do it away from me.
Aqui eu caí em todos. Tem alguma coisa aqui em cima? Tá quase morto.
Gather round.
Não! Eu apertei o botão pra você pular, você não me grudou. Tá de palhaçada, ele pulou na altura do negócio, não escalou. Tem que fazer tudo de novo. Roubo zumento. Não dá pra fazer essa merda que você me fez agora, não. Ah, tem uma escada aqui. Examinar também a parte de baixo, como eu examinei.
I'll fix this. We could make short work of those bars with a little cleverness and force.
Congelar. Pra vender ainda não.
Still my heart. That did it. You died to the trap, only to become a part of it. Morbid, but clever. Finally, a little room to
Acionei alguma
breathe.
coisa. Salvar daqui de cima. Sai da minha frente.
I finished the last of the traps, love. How are the armaments?
Nearly finished, Mark. Poor did a deer and they were doing
Tem alguém diferente aqui em algum lugar.
hard pressed to take it from us without losing their done.
That's all we need. If we hold them off long enough for Temerity to see Adir's true intent, maybe Thirdborn will rally. And if they don't, we'll still make Adir bleed for it. Look alive, Ayako. The wind's blown us more Adiran company.
Stop! Take one more step and mark my words, I'll cut you down.
You can try, as many others have before you.
And I'll warn you, Hayako doesn't miss. Go on then. Identify yourself, Adiran. I trust an Adiran's word as far as I can throw it. Even if you mean well, your friends will be marching on us soon. We've been watching your outpost. We know you want this tower to control passage to Fjord. Adir showed us what they wanted the day they raised Fjord. It's every town for itself now.
Katoa, enough. Let's kill her and be done with it. That should send a message all the way to Paradise.
Kutabao. You what? Those took ages to set up. Now I've got to do it all again?
I'll help you. But first, we need to get rid of this loose end. If you don't kill her, I will.
We'll give you one last chance. Leave or die. We'll only warn you once. Parley with Adir? Not anymore.
Wherever your flags fly, bad luck follows. Nothing good comes from your people. Trust me, I have no great love for adherents, but the envoy is a good woman. You can trust her.
That's naive at best, and traitorous at worst. And you know it.
You, of all people, should know better. Or at least you should be ashamed of yourself.
I don't think they'll listen to me, envoy.
Is that all you have to say? The Adiran homestead, you mean? But still, I don't know, Hayako. This Adiran's practically on our side.
Kutabao.
Well?
I don't like any of this, but fine. One chance. Do I make myself clear?
We'll clear out of this tower, but one whiff of Adiran stink, and we'll be back. And don't think this means we trust you.
I doubt it, but who knows?
Deu pra resolver
Maybe
na
you'll prove us
conversa.
wrong someday. We'll remove the traps, for now. Call it a gesture of good faith.
We should get started, Moakua. And you, Envoy, watch your step.
Pronto. Foi pro nível 15. Pronto. Vou ter que tomar cuidado para descer agora. Quase que eu ia pra lá. Aqui baú. Liberado o acesso. O cara foi embora que estava aqui? Não, tá aqui. Vamos ver se dá pra falar alguma coisa.
Wait to get... Just have to make it back. One step at a time.
Tá quase no objetivo. Um ponto. Aumentar a vida, será? Pronto. Companheiro não tem nada. Ah, tem mais um ponto. Magia, nem sei se eu vou upar quando não estou nem usando. Pronto. Começou a palhaçada do fogo. Vai, usa magia. Volta usando magia. Fogo e aquele caveira de escudo não dá pra enfrentar tudo não. Quer apelar? Então vamos apelar também. Ela já usou magia de ataque. Tô cortando minha boca.
Come on. Come on.
Sobe aí. Vai cada corrida pro lateral.
Couldn't have done it better. Watch your right!
Aqui os caras já estão de folhação. Olha a distância que tava para os caras estar me vendo.
Looks like some soldier lost his badge. It's Rawatayan, so Kai will probably know you.
Fale com o Kai. O Kai tá num acampamento. Calma aí. Eu tava fazendo a secundária e não tinha nem reparado. Cadê o acampamento? Eu não me lembro de ter trocado para missão secundária.
When you were out in the shark's teeth, you didn't happen to find a badge belonging to Tama, did you? Hard to know where to start. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. You'd be surprised. With the right company, even a storm-tossed journey can be a good one. And Tama, he had a way of making even the roughest patrols feel like a romp. He'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. Only once I realized he was burning it so we couldn't taste how stale it was. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He was the best of either. I don't know. This won't bring him back. This won't change anything. Okay then. Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue, and he suffered a fatal wound in the process. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. Yeah. You ever had to watch someone fade away?
Estava marcado missão
When it's
secundária.
slow and agonizing.
Tinha trocado.
No
Estava
glory,
planejamento
no
fazer
din
secundária
of
agora.
battle, no distractions.
Pensei que estava avançando na campanha.
Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. Cruel irony, isn't it? He comes to our rescue, and in the process, he loses the thing that marks him as a soldier. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Tama's. It's time I said goodbye. Let's get some rest.
Pronto. Aí não está no planejamento.
Toa and Hayako. An interesting pair. Despite their clumsy methods, they were just defending their community. I'm grateful that you showed restraint. That is more understanding than most of your countrymen. I only bring it up because people are growing wary of your empire. With good reason. When they take their anger out on you, don't judge them too harshly. We all make mistakes. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest.
Tá bom.
Thanks for talking.
Tem mais coisa pra falar ainda.
Have you ever thought of doing anything with the...
A maga de ataque, já deu pra notar que ela não tem resistência a nada.
We feel the essence seep from the ruins. Time tempers a rocky surface smoothed by a spring rain. A lion kneels, a blight before it, spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. Let the vulture feed once, and the flock will never leave. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other. What began as a sapling grows, the branches.
Esse jogo não tem relacionamento.
We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand. What do you know of this? We cannot tend the flower if we do not know its name. For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals? Still, the word eludes our grasp. Perceive the ocean in a drop. Do its waves sing to you? A bird in flight, a stag runs free. We knew this once. New leaves reach the impenetrable clay. A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring? A seed choked. Water and sun cannot save the strangled roots. We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
Pronto. A que lado que está sua missão? É aqui em algum lugar? salva.
This is surreal. And the perfect place to set up shop if you're an archmage. I hadn't had a chance to see all this
Vamos ver se consegue subir aqui.
It's magnificent. Come on, let's go introduce ourselves to an archmage. I know I'm beautiful, darling, but usually my admirers hide their stares a little bit.
Espada, falta um material. Pedaço de aço branco. Não tem.
I wasn't, I mean, you do look lovely, but, all this time on the...
Tem algumas coisas para vasculhar aqui. Na parte de baixo. Tô matando errado. Vai. Os pega tá arrebentando. Morre, mano. A pega não faz de carregar. Tem outro mago retirando vídeo. Vai, levanta. Roubalheira?
This is
Duvido a
it.
entrada aqui.
Ringrim was definitely here.
What gave it away? The tableau of frozen corpses? The Archmage of Terror is many things, but subtle is not one of them.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
Whatever you say, Yardsley. Regardless, we didn't come across this by accident. The Archmage is trying to frighten us. Successfully, I might add.
A spell. And a very clever one. Ringgrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us. Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is. But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that passage. Yes, actually. Once a university told me I couldn't look at an archive of Archimir's research. The section that housed those tomes was blocked by a spell akin to this one, which I remedied.
They should have known better than to get in the way of a small, determined academic.
I did leave them a small note, spritzed with a lovely floral scent, of course. One should always say thank you. We should get going, but stay close. I don't know what happens next.
Morbid,
Pronto.
disturbing, intimidating.
Eu vou salvar, vou dar um pulo no banheiro.
But I like it.
Child's play. Basta.
Pronto.
It's either too hot or too cold. I'm missing old stare.
Stay close. Green is trying to scare us
A
off.
pera a gente muda de dificuldade de novo.
Well, Frosty, welcome. And even I'm freezing. Her illusions really so powerful. It's just a trick, Convoy. A crafted ghost trick. Keep moving. Beautiful specimen. Any student of Zargon's thrilled.
Ah, this place. Do you know what this moment calls for? A storm that lingers in
Sumiu?
You wish to find me in my tower? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale. We're not getting up there. Unless Yatsley sprouts a pair of wings.
There's got to be a way. Let's snoop around.
Land shaped in the dreamer's image, not with stone or axe, but with essence. Songs of ancient magic. Could we sing to them?
What, like it's hard? That's done.
Pronto.
Once, a very important statue fell to pieces, and an entire village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again.
Salvar, que eu acho que aqui vai ter batalha.
Let's put these bones to rest. We've got company.
Was that even heard from?
Behind me!
Upward, watch your left.
Já tá me matando, já. Ah, palhaçada do fogo. Vai tomar no banho. Se quiser me matar, pode matar depois da vida de vocês. Descarregado. O do fogo ele te derrete, mas os outros que tem do lado não adianta nem usar poção.
skeletons. Just the thing to brighten up the place.
Do nada já até usa essa merda desse martelo.
Watch your flank!
Check your right. I need my space.
If you can make a decision the village could not and restore the statues, I will stay inside my tower.
We're in no position to argue. She has all the power here.
Vamos examinar tudo agora. Mais uma espada 3. É, não tem escolha, vai ter que trocar. Cadê? É esse. Vai.
Walk like it's hard. Giant.
Então,
Sometimes
passei um caminho por cima.
is necessary.
Even more bodies. How gauche.
Mais poção ainda. É respawn infinita, poção.
That stone you picked up should fit in here. One lonely piece of a disturbing puzzle.
This must be the statue mentioned in the story. Let's check around here once more. Maybe we can find something that'll give us a hint. Oh, and Ringrim left us a book. Let's see what it says. And you aren't? Ringrim even took the time to set the scene. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come, and the village could not make a decision to save itself. That's the gist of it, yes. But the author said it better. First things first, let's get those statue pieces.
Puzzles are known to sharpen the mind. The Archmage must want to hone your senses.
Eu acho que vou tirar o arco e flecha, já que não tá usando mais. Que isso? Tem dano elétrico essa coisa? Alguma coisa? Cai.
That's done. Giant play.
Vamos tentar pegar o par de cima. Não faz essa burrice, Zumbi. dentro da água. Isso é forte.
Enjoy the pain, players!
Vai. Mais vivo aí.
The village wanted so badly to do the right thing.
You're here for my Adra piece, aren't you? You can't have it.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Adra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die. I don't remember anymore. I was in pain for so terribly long. But the Adra has kept me alive. Don't let them take it away. What statue? What are you talking about? Why shouldn't I have the Adra piece?
Vou ter que matar
It's
ele.
mine.
Interesting. This must be another illusion.
They may be an illusion, but their fear isn't.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just please let me keep this. The other villagers, they want me to give them the Adra piece. They say it'll save us. But if they take it, I'll die. And I don't want to die. Please.
I don't think they can hear us. They're like a song stuck in your head, repeating the same verse.
I told the other villagers I need it. I understand everyone's in danger, but I don't want to die. Don't take the Adra piece from me. I'll do anything. Please! Oh, thank You've saved me. No. What's happening to the village? Everyone's sick. Oh, gods. No. It's too late. It's far too late. We're doomed. What have I done?
And because the village would not put the statue back together, everyone died.
Sumiu.
Including
That poor man. Was he a real person once? Did all that happen to him?
Whether he was real or not, he was put here to prove a point. Either way, it's cruel.
Well, for better or worse, I can't wait to find out more.
You're doing a lot of work to impress someone more powerful than us. I hope it's worth it.
I'm sure they go somewhere. Let's go see where.
Cabeça.
Well done.
Nice. Agora acertou em 6.
I'll fix this.
That's done. Come on, like it's hard.
Pronto.
the village was on the verge of destruction, but still they argued.
Não, aqui tá voltando. Cadê a marcação? Quase caiu ainda.
There's the house. Let's hurry back and see how it all works.
That ought to be the final piece. Let's be done with this.
It's the lesson rather than the authenticity of the stone. We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick, put them in. Oh, I want to see how all of this works.
Último pedaço da estátua.
Off we go.
Tread lightly. The Archmage is expecting us.
Salva.
That doesn't necessarily mean we're welcome.
Examinar tudo
We're
aqui.
going into an Archmage's tower. It'll all be fine.
Oh, you made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do.
Como tem muita história, o jeito certo de se jogar esse jogo é aproveitar a história.
Finish this paragraph.
Quer que já é uma atividade mais difícil, joga muito mais difícil como normal.
Is all that noise necessary? I am trying to read.
Throw my weapon.
Eu nunca vi. O esmago aqui é rápido, cara. Viu? Mago.
Come on! Come on!
Pegou ainda.
Onward to the right!
Se tivesse um normal, já tava morto aqui. Só coletar agora. Vai.
It burns!
Não é o que eu tava pensando.
Oh, look at the three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, an exiled animancer, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching for us, our prison. Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable all at once.
Well, now that we're done with the formality of defeating the skeletons,
So, the parable still had weight. You were still made to think. Two hands of Adir, reaching for the same thing. Sadly, both of them miss. Sorry, but I'm not opening the path.
Testando.
Somehow I don't opening. The Death Guard might certainly try, but no. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. I'm fascinated by the implications. What about you is so special that you can enter the ruins and I cannot? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it.
Elu é um pronome esquisito.
A god, one that I don't
Até
know.
o nome da entidade é esquisito.
No wonder my spells have been useless. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. That honor belongs to your emperor. But more importantly, you don't get a say. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. Oh, hush. You are the envoy of Adir. Dirty work is all you do. I wish you luck on your journey. if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive.
Green,
If
green.
not,
No,
well,
green.
lovely to have
Yeah.
met you. Let's hope you remain unscathed. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
She gave you her grimoire. Be careful with that thing. Who knows what it can do?
I assume you want directions to the ruins. The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim.
This would make it...
Did just happen, right? I didn't imagine it. Ringrim liked me? And my spellcraft! And she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
Ela deu ou você já tinha roubado?
You were incredible. Thank you for trusting me.
You, my dear, have a promising career ahead of you.
Oh, Gwilichi would have been so proud if he were here. I cannot wait to tell him. With Ringrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
For once, we've outpaced Ludwig. A rare advantage. I say we use it.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku Kubel. As must you.
Let's hope the ruins are warm. I didn't think to bring
Nível
coats.
16. Vamos ver que missão que eu tô fazendo. Bom, foi para o objetivo de companheiro e não marcou a principal. Ponto. Companheiro. Pronto. Cento e 115 leva 156 de capacidade de peso. O lugar mais próximo é esse.
Hey, over here. I've got supplies for sale. Hello there, fellow traveler. I don't believe we've met. I've come far to be here and picked up some odds and ends during my journey.
Vamos ver o que eu vou vender agora. Vender essa azul. Vender também, isso daqui não está usando também. Escudo de qualidade 3.
Hey, over here. I've got supplies for sale.
Arma errada. Causo nem dano direito. Errou, hein?
Come
On the left!
Ei, Brian, cadê você? Botei errado. Tá de palhaçada esse bicho que me deu tudo isso de vida. Você mexe, desgraçado. Que gambiarra é essa que não tá curando? Tá de palhaçada. Cadê? Tinha alguma coisa pra pegar aquela. Lugar de viagem rápida ativado.
Magical ability required to make such a barrier. It's remarkable.
Uma barreira lá do outro lado.
Trespasser to see you.
Isso que eu chamo de meter. Ela tá me matando. Não adiantou nada usar aquele feitiço, cara. descarregada ainda. Vai, sai do caminho.
I'll fix this.
Babies in the garden.
Vai, é. Por favor.
We've seen giants like these before. What happened here?
Aqui vai ser um bem encardido.
We've got more guests here.
Já me matou?
Let's finish this.
Aí vocês estão apelando. sei que tem alguma coisa do outro lado. Morreu. Vai.
Another soul for the wheel.
Vai. Tá quase. Sai do meio. Ah. Ainda me entra na frente do outro inimigo. Tem ele de se dano. Vai te tomar no banho. Vai voltar lá pra baixo, antes da escada. Inimigo com dano elemental, vai tomar no banho. Os inimigos já tá forte pra caramba.
If you insist. I need space.
Tá levando vida ou tá apanhando?
I'll fix this.
Fire in the brush.
morta, vai tudo aí.
I've dreamt of exploring Nagukubel for years, to find out what happened to the godless who built this and why they vanished. Ringrim did say the ruins were drawing the dream thralls.
We found something like this in Naku Tadak. What's their significance?
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. To kill godless, I imagine. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akhidan lore. I don't think the godless did well against the magfolk.
They seem to be killing machines. But who made them? And to what end?
They pierce. Blood like a fountain. No quarter. Nothing spared.
Wait. Did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say? Perhaps more. It's impossible to know the true count. Anything of historic importance is often blood-soaked. Are you ready? We're entering one of their holiest places. Who knows what we'll find? Okay. Got my wand, got my grimoire. Let's go already.
Pronto.
Vothan Roth.
We remember. They loved, and we loved in return.
Bugou a transmissão, Kai?
And we...
Até congelou, não estava avançando.
Loved in return.
Halloween's gonads. We're actually in Nakukubel. Someone pinch me.
Let's begin to the earth.
Ah, viva aí. Que macio. Dá pra esperar vir um de cada vez, não? Tá vindo.
That's done.
Salva.
Oh, look at that artwork. What else might be here?
The heart of the Akita beats. Our veins stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way.
An intruder
Ricky.
comes.
That's an Akedan ghost.
You don't belong here. Why have you come? What business do you have in this place? Tell me before I strike you down. So you come to the gardener, unwanted and without invitation. And you bring more demands to their feet.
The gardener. That must be how the ancient Akedans referred to their god, to Sopadal.
I am Numena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akita and the living lands. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our king. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Magfolk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us.
A fallen people cannot write the story of how they were destroyed. That's why there are no records, no histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Trapped. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. Scar. A scar. The light. It blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The gardener quickens. This hastens our fears. The gardener was afraid, yes. They were terrified. That was all they saw. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akita wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
Wait. They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials. Survive these trials, and you will know the way to the garden. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face the second.
Tem que matar monte de defunto.
We wish you a better fate than the one we saw. The path to the garden lays before you. It is the only way. Go now. Your trials begin.
Liberou?
Aristides, we just spoke of an ancient Akita.
Já estão me matando. Só tá me arrebentando. Não dá nem tempo de... Eu já tô dando a vida, morreu, queimou a vida assim. Pode me matar que eu não vou usar a vida. Apela, a gente também apela. Vamos trocar a dificuldade. Deslizar até errar o alvo.
certainly a nightmare.
That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis.
É por aqui?
That must be what the Akita called their godlands. Big mistake.
Foi uma piada. Vai dormir. Vai pegar fogo. E aí, Thaís? Boa tarde.
Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
They're gathering their strength. The same.
O jogo é bom, mas não é jogo fácil não.
Easy when you do it. Oh.
Vai real. Tá congelado? Dá uma olhada no tempo, como é que tá. Testando.
That's the last. So much for the first try. On to the second.
É aqui.
You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? Tell me your mind. Tell me what rides in it. The Magfolk sought the gardener too, and our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the Magfolk would do, and they broke the world to keep themselves safe. The waters boiled, the land opened, the rivers rose, and we drowned.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How did we do this? Your wings pinned open. Where could we go? We cannot leave. We cannot. We writhe. Why must we feel this again?
There were so few of us left when the Magfolk were at our doors. They did what they thought was best, yes.
Terminar essa conversa, eu vou terminar a
Our
transmissão.
gardener never asks. They only act. Their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. Show me how clever you are. We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Whatever gets us answer. This must be worth it.
Você quer que é o final do jogo? Acho que não.
I wonder if there's a clever trick to it.
We are nearly free now.
Don't overthink it. Just go through it.
Eu vou salvar o pé aqui. Talvez eu volte à noite. Falou então.